Duncan. Obviously, very tough last couple of weeks. Just how's the team kind of responding after the last match?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not good enough from the group, and we know that. We demand more from ourselves, and I think after these past two games, we're really taking a deep dive into breaking down what's the reason things are going wrong. And I think we've had a good few days to analyze it and to work on some things. So we're looking forward to getting back at it this weekend.
Obviously, the first half in the LA game wasn't up to the standard you guys have, but the second half was better. You guys created a lot of chances, just on the back of the net. Does that give you kind of good confidence heading into this game against Columbus?
Yeah, definitely. Very tough first half, and kind of at halftime we just wanted to go out there and have it be a completely different second half and change the energy and the way we defend and the way we keep the ball. I think we did a good job at showing that in the second half, and we're working towards making that transition into our game this weekend against Columbus.
For you personally, how much do you kind of take pride in that? Obviously, coming into the second half, kind of setting the tone in the front of the line, trying to create chances. How much does that kind of pride you, just personally?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think I had to bring a certain type of energy. I think obviously being down 5-0 at half is tough, and I think we had to come in with the mentality that we weren't going to allow any more in and just try and win the second half at that point. And I think the boys did a good job at changing the energy in the second half, and it showed the talk at the halftime really got through to the guys.
How do you make sure that carries over into the game against Columbus?
Through training, I think keeping high intensity and demanding a lot from each other during trainings is gonna switch over and be created on the field.
Okay, Logan, Martin always said that the season is long, and also like you have U.S. Open Cup coming up. You guys talk about like you guys want to put your right now full energy in U.S. Open Cup, where you guys rebuilding the team for the season.
We haven't talked one time about Open Cup, I believe. I think we're just focused on one game at a time, and yeah, it definitely helps that it's a long season. Yeah, we're struggling at the moment, but I think we're 6 points off of fifth or sixth or something like that. So I mean, it definitely helps to have 20-some games left, and yeah, we're just looking forward to one game at a time.
When you look at Columbus, obviously it's been a tough place to play. What are you kind of expecting from this game this weekend?
Yeah, Columbus is definitely a tough place to play at. They bring the energy, and it's a great atmosphere there. I think the first 15 minutes is the toughest part in Columbus. They really come after you in the early parts of the game. So I think just surviving those first 15 minutes and playing our style and getting comfortable in the atmosphere and keeping the ball is going to be huge for us in the game.